Hi, welcome to Sparck's Employee Guide. My name's Anna, and I'm going to walk you through some quick tips and highlights to easily get you integrated into your new recognition and feedback platform, where you can recognize your peers, anyone within the organization, and continuously share your confidential feedback. Now, if there's something that I don't touch on here today, I want to quickly note that up here, you can click here, and it will take you directly to our FAQs where you can dive into more specific areas. But back to the guide. So before we dive into the specific features within Sparck, just some quick highlights. Within Sparck, you'll be able to share your anonymous feedback, whether that's through our virtual suggestion box or any confidential surveys that are open within the platform. You'll also have access to your social feed where you can recognize your peers or others within the organization. Now, also within Sparck, you'll have your own personal profile. This will be fun to uncover your appreciation style. You'll be able to see your contributions and moments of appreciation, and you'll also be able to update your personal and professional preferences within the workplace. But before we dive into all that, one great way to start is to add Sparck to your mobile phone. Now, I'm going to do a quick demonstration on the iPhone where you can easily access my.sparkco.com to successfully log in. But again, if you don't have an iPhone, that's really where the tutorial will be. You can click here to access instructions from your mobile phone. If you have Android or Samsung, you can just scroll down here. If I have Android, I can click on that and it will directly take me to those instructions. So without further ado, let me show you what this looks like from the iPhone. Okay, let's dive into the iPhone tutorial. From your iPhone, you'll click on your Safari browser. When your browser opens, you'll type in my.sparkco.com. This address can also be found in your guide. Once you have the login screen open, you'll click the share button at the bottom. Once you click this share button, a menu will populate and you'll scroll to the bottom and click on Add to Home Screen. Once you click on that, you can type and label this whatever you'd like, and then select the Add button up at the top. Once you click that, it'll be added directly to your iPhone. Once Sparck is added to your home screen, you can save it to a folder or simply leave it there. Once you click on it, you'll be directed to your login page where you can choose to save your username and password or enter it in. You'll be directed to your dashboard just like you would from the desktop, where you can see any current birthdays, work anniversaries, or any that are upcoming. Like in this example, Joe Champion's work anniversary is coming up this Saturday. At the top left, you can see your menu bar. This will take you to the other areas within the Sparck platform. For right now, we can just click on Feed. This will take you directly to all the public recognitions within your team or organization where you can like, comment, or post your own. You can also select your profile picture up at the top right and access any of the other areas. Now, this is a quick iPhone demonstration, but for Android or Samsung, just click on the instructions from your guide. Now that you've added Sparck to your mobile phone, let's dive into some specific areas within the Sparck platform. To start, I'm going to show you 5 easy ways on how you can recognize and share your feedback within the platform. Now up here, I'll go through each area. We also have a quick screenshot and highlight each of these areas where you can find them within the Sparck platform. I'll also be doing a quick tutorial following this description. So the 3 ways to recognize is you can easily do that from the social feed screen, where you can click the recognize button right up here at the top and select who you want to recognize and why. You also have the ability to recognize from the feed screen whether you like or comment on a post. as well as the dashboard that you quickly saw during the phone tutorial, but this will show you any current birthdays, work anniversaries, or any that are upcoming. Now, as for feedback, if you have any surveys that are live within the platform, you'll see them over here on the left menu bar with a little notification. Whether it's an open pulse survey or an engagement survey, you can easily take it from the platform here. Lastly, if you have it activated, we do have a virtual employee suggestion box. This will be up here on the right-hand side of your screen. Any feedback that you share, you can make it anonymous or not by selecting this box. So let's dive in and let me show you the platform on how you can access all these areas. When you log into Spark, you'll be directed to your dashboard. Here is a quick way where you can see anyone on your team or within the organization that's celebrating a birthday or a work anniversary. You also have the option to click to see any upcoming birthdays or work anniversaries. These will look at anything that's scheduled in the next 2 weeks. One great thing that you can do is quickly hover over their photo if you want to recognize and give them a birthday shout out. It will take you here directly to your feed. And so up here at the top is how you can recognize individuals. So you can either type in their name or select someone from the drop down. You then select what you're celebrating. So all the events and recognition programs that are available to you will populate here. If you have a reward budget, there'll be a little gift box here. But for right now, let's recognize Andy Bernard for Core Value Warrior. Here I can enter in a personalized note. I can add any specific emojis that I'd like. You can also pull from the Giphy library and select one of your choice. You have the option to add an image, maybe from a company event or funny video that you both enjoy, or simply select a card from our library. So we'll select a card for him. Now, one other option is you can actually make it private, where it just goes directly to that individual, or make it public, where it's posted here on the main newsfeed. So for right now, we'll just make it private. Now, from this screen, outside of recognizing individuals on your own, you can also see other public recognitions that are taking place. This is great where you can go through, you can like or comment on a post, and the comments are just as fun as the recognition. So you can type in your comment, you can either tag their name in or just simply write a note. You can include an emoji or different Giphies, depending on what your preference is. So these are 3 quick ways to easily recognize here from the social feed where you're participating with other recognition moments. You can scroll up to the top to the recognize button, or you can access the birthdays and work anniversaries that we covered within your dashboard. So now let's move on to providing feedback. So within this system, your Spark administrator may have a pulse survey or engagement survey that they activate where they'd love to have your feedback. If it's active, you'll receive an email notification, but also when you're logging in, you can access this here. So you can simply participate, whether it's open-ended or 5-star Likert. And so once you're done, you click finish. But like I mentioned, all of the responses are completely anonymous. Now, one other way to share feedback is if you have this activated within your organization, you can share your feedback. So let's just type something in here. Now, let's say that I have an idea where I think that we can increase client impact and save more time. So if I want to send this off, I can make it anonymous or not. So regardless if it's anonymous or not, your Spark administrator can follow up and ask additional questions without ever knowing who you are. So I'm just going to make this one anonymous, and I'm going to show you from the Spark administrator standpoint what this looks like. So let's submit the idea. Your Spark administrator will be notified, and this is what they'll see. Okay, jumping right in, I am now showing you the Spark Administrator view where they've been alerted that a new comment has come in. So as you can see, here's my comment, and you can also see that it's completely anonymous. So from here, they have the option where they can actually respond back and ask additional questions. So as you see, again, it's anonymous. So rest assured, anything that you want to share will remain completely confidential within the Spark system. Now that we've covered how to recognize your peers and provide feedback, the last area that I want to cover is your profile. So I'll quickly do that here, but then we'll also dive into a tutorial. So here I'm going to show you 5 ways to understand, explore, and communicate your workplace preferences. Now, the first way is to quickly see your recognition activity. You'll be able to find that straight from your profile within your dashboard. Also, if you haven't checked it out, this is a great place to uncover what your appreciation style is. It'll be located here on your profile, and you can select Read More to get all the details. This is a great opportunity to discuss this with your other teammates, with your manager, discuss what resonated with you and what hasn't. Now, if you need a smile, you always have your recognition memories that you can revisit straight from this screen. Also, we understand at Spark that preferences change. So within the onboarding, there are specific questions that you were asked, but from your profile, you can always go back and edit those. The last thing I want to highlight is if it's enabled within your organization, you can access your personal and professional questions up here where you can easily update those, edit them at any time. So let me log into the Spark platform. We'll go into the dashboard and I'll show you how to access your profile. You can click on Profile and it will take you here. Now you can upload a photo and then here you can touch on all the areas that I just briefly went over. You can see your impact by the different recognition programs that are open, by what's been received or sent. You can have your appreciation style that's highlighted here. Jerry's a Celebrate With Me. However, it looks like he has more than one style. So whether it's one or multiple, you can click here to read more and get more insight into what this style is about and how you feel appreciated. Again, knowing that everyone's uniquely different. Now, I brought up the onboarding earlier, and this is where you can edit your preferences. So if you select that, you'll be taken directly back to the onboarding screen where you can make any and all changes. Now, if you're having a bad day, like I said, you have your recognition memories here. Maybe you just want a little boost. You can see the recognitions that have been sent. You can always revisit them and view the Spark, the message, the Gephi, and of course, if you've received a reward, you'll get reminded of that as well. Now, the next area that I want to touch on is just the personal and the professional questions. So these have all been enabled by your Spark administrator. So one easy way to add in your preferences is, let's say that Jerry, one of his favorite food is pizza, like me. So once you type it in, you just push enter. It includes a timestamp of when you put that in, but you can always edit and delete these. Now, it may be around your favorite hobbies, interests, goals on a personal side and also professional. So again, a great opportunity to connect with your manager and share the things that are most important to you. If you do have rewards activated, I will just quickly touch on this. If you click on My Rewards, you can see all your activity here. With any points that you have received, you can shop directly here within your store. Now, one last thing I wanted to show you that's really important is you can always edit your preferences. So if you click this edit button up here at the top and go to About Me, you can change your general settings around how you want to receive notifications, but also your visibility settings. So, if you have personal and professional interests enabled within your organization, you can select who gets to see those, whether it's anyone within the company or just your manager. The same is true with your date of birth. So, depending on what makes you smile in the workplace, you can organize all of that here. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the employee guide, and I can't wait to hear about the memories that you receive and the recognition moments that you create. Have a great day.